Make sure to get your area covered if you're lifeguarding. You'll first need to gain access to the pool testing equipment. At Sunshine Leisure Centre, this is in the indoor plant room. Then we'll need to get our pool water samples. Each bottle will be labelled for the corresponding pool. To get the sample, pick a spot around the middle of the pool and rinse your bottle out at least 3 times. Then get the water from at least elbow depth. Do the same for each of the other pools you need to test. Then take the samples back to your workstation. To do the pool test, you'll require your samples, the pool test log, test tubes, stirrers, photometer, and pool test tablets. If you need to replace any of these items, you can find them in the storage cupboard up ahead. To do this, rinse a test tube with the sample water and then fill the test tube so that the meniscus is at the white line. Make sure to dry the outside of the test tube. Insert the blank sample, put the lid on, and press OK to blank the machine. Pop a DPD-XF tablet into your test tube with water. Be sure to not touch the tablet with your fingers or any other surfaces. Use the stirrer to crush the tablet until it's all dissolved. The water should turn a pinkish colour. If it doesn't, let the DM know. This is called bleaching, and we'll go through what to do with this later on in this video. Insert the test tube into the photometer. Put the lid on, select free chlorine and press read. Continue to reread the sample until you get a consistent reading. Next, check that the reading is within regs by finding the relevant range on the pool test chart. Then record this in the pool test log. Using the same water sample that you used to test free chlorine, pop a DPD-XT tablet into the test tube and crush it until it's dissolved. Let the sample sit there for at least 2 minutes. In the meantime, prepare another test tube with water for the pH test. Pop a phenol red tablet into the test tube and crush the tablet until it's dissolved. The water should turn a yellow, orange or pink colour. Insert the test tube into the photometer, put the lid on, select pH test and press read. When you have a consistent reading, compare it to the pool test chart and make sure it's within regs before recording it into the pool test log. By now, 2 minutes may have passed and you can do the total chlorine test. To work out combined chlorine, simply subtract the free chlorine value from the total chlorine value. If your free chlorine is higher than your total chlorine, you may have made a mistake somewhere. To test for alkalinity, prepare another test tube with your pool water sample and pop an Alkafot tablet into the test tube. Crush it until it's dissolved. The water should turn a yellow, green or blue colour. Insert the test tube, put the lid on, select the alkalinity test and press read. In this case, the reading was outside of the health regs, so we should note it down and notify the DM. This test requires 2 tablets, Calcicol 1 and Calcicol 2. Prepare your water sample and pop 1 Calcicol 1 tablet into the test tube. Crush the tablet until it's dissolved. The water should turn a pink. Let that sit for 2 minutes. The Calcicol 2 should then be added to the same test tube and crushed until dissolved as well. The water should still be pink. Select calcium hardness test on the photometer and press read. Calcium hardness doesn't have a health regs range, but it has a target range. Record this reading in the log. When you have completed pool tests for one pool, Remember to blank the photometer using the next pool's sample water before starting again. More often than not, the solution might go pink for a tiny second before turning clear again. When you test this, the photometer might also give you a really low free chlorine reading. Fill the dilution tube with the sample water until the meniscus is at the ×10 line. Filter the top water line with tap water, then fill a pre-rinsed test tube with this new diluted sample water. Pop a DPD XF tablet into the test tube and crush the tablet until it's dissolved. The water will usually turn a shade of pink now. Select free chlorine on the photometer and measure the sample. When you have a consistent reading, record this in the dilution column of the logbook along with your dilution factor of ×10. When you are finished with all the pool tests, remember to turn off the photometer, rinse out each of the test tubes, empty the sample bottles, discard any empty blister packs, and tidy up the area for the next person to use. The temperatures can be obtained from the clocks on the pool deck or by using a thermometer. The monitor readings for the leisure and spa can be found to the right of the pool test station. You are looking for chlorine and auto pH readings. The monitor readings for the indoor 25 pool can be found in the indoor 25 meter plant room. The monitor readings for the outdoor pools can be found in the outdoor plant room. Note these readings down and remember to sign off if health regulations have been met.